Hey everyone, welcome to NFTV, brought to you by Bloom NFT. And tonight with me, I have Jack Wilkinson, who is the lead educator for the Nuna Art Project. And also co-hosting with me tonight is Troy Greenwood, and he is the CEO and founder of Bloom NFT. So welcome, guys.
Sure. Pleasure to be here, definitely.
Jack, will you give us some of your background and how you've gotten into culinary arts, into NFT designing and education?
Well, so really what triggered me into the NFT space was LumenSwap, believe it or not. So when I got involved with LumenSwap, early on they had an NFT competition. And I thought, if I'm going to learn about this space, I might as well learn about NFTs. I really didn't understand them like a lot of people. And so I got on Lightman and I started tooling around and my mind was blown. I was like, oh my gosh, this has so much potential. Artists can self-publish, everything's decentralized, it's immutable. And like a lot of people, I got the bug, started going down the NFT wormhole, really started collecting, tried to get involved with a lot of the different projects on Stellar. Got in with JPEG DAO. So I'm the marketing committee chair there. I'm on the art committee as well. Got involved with Drift, which is another incredible project. And then I'd been following Nuna since pre-launch. I bought the day they launched and became an artist in residence there. I focused a little bit more on NFT poetry, and my residency there is really exploring how poets can self-publish and what the NFT space can mean for poetry. It's a big community and a small family. And they offered me an educator role recently, and I jumped on it because I really love Nuna. All these different NFT projects popping up, they're all a little bit different, and they all have a different focus. And I like Nuna because they're really focusing on cultural heritage and preserving it, and using NFTs to empower people and maybe don't have the same opportunities we have in the Western world.
Okay.
If you think about, they're working with refugees, they're working with, they're trying to reach out to smaller museums and galleries that may not have the knowledge base to mint NFTs or fully understand the power yet. But if you're in some of these places, you sell an NFT for $5 US, which is, 15, 20 XLM, you might be able to feed your family for a month. It's true. And the only resource is your brain and your skill. As long as you have access to the internet, you can create a substantial revenue for yourself, and that just will bloom out into the rest of the community. And before we know it, we've got a little bit of economic leveling on the playing field. So I'm all about it.
That's facts. People don't realize that, $20 to us might seem like nothing, but in another country, you're absolutely right. And even just what the income for that would do. I mean, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole of, people selling their kids, to make ends meet or to feed their family, but they do in some of these countries. And just think about like if the family could actually, have that income coming in from another way. That's great. So that speaks volume.
Powerful.
Oh yeah, 100%. So let me throw up this Nuna video just so everybody can kind of get this little background on it. It's a quick 2-minute video. I think it explains a lot, and that way they'll have a lot of insight on this project.
What would life be like if we did not have the courage to try something? Art moves passions, generates heroes, connects cultures. Some people say that the raw material of blockchain is money. For us, it is art. At first glance, art is art and nothing more than this. But it's time for people to see art. We are what we do to change what we are. Freedom, creation, decentralized, interchange, connection. The one who says is here for money lies. Deep inside, you know it is because you want to change things.
That was great. Can you explain more about Nuna's vision and how this project came to be for us?
So, really the vision of Nuna is to preserve cultural heritage on the blockchain. There's a lot of art in this world that we're just not exposed to, and it risks becoming something that no one ever knows about. As the world moves on, a lot of these things get lost. And for the culture of the world, that's a tragedy. The great news is the blockchain can preserve them forever in an immutable way. And, again, empower artists, empower collectors. So there's a lot of little things to Nuna that are exceptional. To me, as a collector, if I buy NFTs with Nuna on Lightmint, I get a 15% rebate. So why wouldn't you buy all of your art with Nuna? It just doesn't make sense otherwise. General utility, I think, is for artists, for collectors, and just to help benefit the whole ecosystem of the blockchain.
So I would assume that the team or the founders of this project, in order to be listed on LumenSwap, they've had to dox themselves to at least LumenSwap.
Well,
not necessarily everyone.
LumenSwap is the most decentralized program I've ever seen. No one on that team is really even doxed. I don't even know. I've been communicating with Vlad for months and months, and I don't know if he's even a man. Yeah. Yeah. And that's one of the things I love about it, because it's this, it's an interesting world right now. And if you're trying to upset the financial apple cart, there's a lot of powerful people out there that may not want to see you leveling the economic playing field when they are at the top of the hill already. They don't want that hill flattened. So,
I mean, it's the wild, wild west.
It is the wild west. Different niches that they're trying to fill. To me, Nuna is more of this altruistic project, kind of like the museum, and Drift Exchange is kind of like the WWF, So, and oh my gosh, if you don't know about Drift, man, you gotta look.
Are you talking old school WWF, like World
I'm talking about,
Federation,
just
or are
like,
you talking about the World Wildlife Foundation?
I'm talking about wrestling, I'm talking about
okay,
fun.
WWE style. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the WWE now. I'm so old. I'm like Hulk Hogan era,
We will definitely check that out. They have a great community behind them as well. So super interested in that. But Jack, seriously, thank you so much for spending some time with us tonight and telling us about Nuna. I can't wait to get this out to the community. I really appreciate it.
Thanks. And thanks also for being patient with me. I'm new to this role. I don't have all the answers yet. We're learning a lot of this. We're learning together. But I will tell you this, it's a project that you're not going to get rug pulled on. It has integrity and it has good intentions. And, just remember, as we go into this new world and this new ecosystem, you got to think outside the box. Not everything is about, again, when Moon, when Lambo. Some things have a little bit more heart to them. And I think in the long term, those are the projects that are going to be most rewarding.
Oh, for sure. And the ones that help others, humanitarian
But
efforts.
thanks so much for having me on. I love you, Jenna. You're the best. It was so great to meet you, Troy. I can't wait to look more into your project. It's great.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. And I will speak with you soon. Bye, guys. Have a good
Thank
night.
you.